I wanted to just be in t-shirt because I can, but it got pretty cold. Anyway, hi. I will get my notes. Damn, I'm not prepared for this. I'm not even sure where my notes are. I lost my notes. Guys. Okay, I put them here. These are the changes. Thank you for watching. Hi. I'm 2.5 years on testosterone. Body changes. Hairline? Question mark. I am 2.5 years on testosterone. I'm also 1.5 years post top surgery. I have an 8-month post-op video if you want to check that out. If I wouldn't have top surgery, I would be in a completely different stage. So I just wanted to tell you that I've had surgery. So there's a lot and maybe too much. I'll go. I'm here stuck alone and feeling miserable. So first my voice.
12 timmar på testosteron. 1 månad, 2 månader, 3 månader, 4 månader, 5 månader, 6 månader, 7 månader, 8 månader, 9 månader, 10 månader, 11 månader.
Jag är 5,5 månad på T. Nu ska vi se. Jag är 17 år och 8 månader. Det sa min psykolog.
Feels it was years ago. Second thing, my hair. It's definitely not the same, but I'm also not treating my hair like I did before. I don't use any shampoo or conditioner. I don't even wash it. I don't even touch it. Disgusting. I use water every day. My hairline, I don't know. I've not made any hairline update photos. Maybe I can find some photos. But yeah, maybe now that I think about it, maybe I'm going bald. Cool. So I will go through the rest. Try to feel okay with that shit's different. My face is something that I've not been such a fan of. 2019 I had just got a hairstyle like this one. I remember just looking in this mirror and I could barely look at myself because I could see more of my face and I hated it. Acne. 2 minutes on testosterone I started getting pimples. 4 minutes I had acne and it got worse, better, worse. Got on medication that sunburned my face and bleached my bed sheet. So I got off since going vegan, changing up my skin routine. It's getting better and better. Facial hair is actually just now starting to become a problem. I think that is such a luxury, kind of complaining or not complain. I'm not complaining. When I started testosterone, I also started to shave just because, I don't know. And now I do it the day after. I'm like, didn't I like just shave? Started like being kind of like that 2 years. Since a few weeks back, it's been kind of, whoa, really starting to happen. I can see it. No. Okay, I'm kind of joking, but I'm kind of not, because you're starting to see it here and here and kind of on the sides. And sadly, I don't think that I can change. So then, like, I don't know, body-wise, I guess I can show you my body. I remember being pretty, the hardest time I would say in my transition. I remember writing a list of like things I wanted to change. Just my upper body. I wanted to have a masculine upper body. Now the camera angle is pretty weird. I'm red here as well because I scratched, so this was not a good idea. Okay. I don't know, I'm also very into bodybuilding. I don't think you have to, you know, look like anything or do anything to be anything. I'm just comfortable. I remember looking at these kind of videos when I wasn't here way back, and now I'm here. It's kind of crazy. I don't even like myself. Waist, hips, that is a big one, and I say that because I have a very big butt. Now, I don't know what the frick happened. I'm kind of, it isn't like it was before, which is cool. I can wear clothes now. The hips, I think, was the biggest issue for me. I felt so hopeless when I was pre-testosterone. I guess I'm a bit more veiny as well. I guess I'm more sweaty. You know, the good on my stomach, there's hair. Now I have to change battery. When I look in the mirror, I see me. When I'm walking around and seeing my reflection, if I do, I just see me, and I never think about me or my looks in the way I did before. I was obsessed. I was obsessed with hating myself, everything about me. Maybe it was because I had such interest in bodybuilding. Maybe everyone who is not on testosterone or is trans is not obsessed with their bodies. I don't know, I was. I'm also a very obsessive person. It's crazy being 2.5 years on steroids, being 2.5 years on testosterone. I don't want to be anyone else, and that was the case before. I just want to end with saying, you know, looking back at all the comparison photos and videos makes me think, wait, this is about something completely else than maybe I thought. I thought I would be fixed, you know, by the changes, which my dysphoria is. But at the same time, who am I without dysphoria? It was kind of like I was thrown in the real world. I felt like a football, if that makes sense, and landed pretty harsh, being like, I have some work to do. Maybe what that room is our childhood. Now I'm getting off topic, but I started thinking like maybe this is why all trans people's experience isn't the same experience, because what's in our room is different, and you know how we cope with all that, and what we keep, and what those things actually are. Of course an experience is always individual, but at one point I stopped relating as much to other trans people, thinking like, yeah, but I don't want to live like that. Not to blame anyone specific. Of course I don't want to live like anyone else completely. Like I want to live the way I want to live. And for the first time that was possible. Maybe landing, kind of looking back, looking around, being like, what path do I want to choose? You know, being so vulnerable. Being vulnerable. I Google how to pronounce vulnerable and there's a 7.5 minute YouTube tutorial. Okay, I'm vulnerable, finding strategies, going through so much therapy, feeling lost and not myself, and even after starting testosterone and continuing to be more me for every day, I've had periods when I lose myself, am super uncomfortable and not me, and it has nothing to do with identity. It's about just losing myself, and I think that's part of life, you know, when you're not yourself. Sometimes I'm a bit confused, like I'm like, why am I doing this? And every time I ask myself that question, the answer is never for myself. So then I make a change and start doing something for me, and it sounds like, oh, you know, being positive, or okay, maybe I don't sound so positive. Is this how it is to be human? Because I like it, and I'm gonna keep living vulnerable, like by taking chances and showing up and kind of doing everything I couldn't do. Maybe it's me being young and stupid, but why not? I'm happy. I was at the gym yesterday and looking in the mirror because I've been focusing a lot on my chest lately, and I was kind of noticing it, flexing and being shocked that, oh my god, I see results, that's so cool. And a guy looks at me, and this guy, when he walked into the gym, I was like checking him out and being like, oh my god, he looks so good in my eyes. He was like looking at me and he started talking to me like, oh my god, you have such good genetics, your back muscles, like how they connect, you look really good. And I was like, yeah, I'm just checking myself out because I've been like focusing on my chest. And he was like, no, you should be looking at yourself, that's cool, man. He was so supportive. And later when I was in the dressing room and he was about to shower, and he kind of stopped and talked to me again and was like, no, really, you look so good, you know, you can compete. And I was kind of thinking, if only he knew. Then he asked me how long I've been in the gym, and I was like, back and forth. I've gone through surgery, so I've not been able to stay consistent. And he was like, oh, may I ask what surgery? And I said, yeah, I'm trans, so. And he was like, whoa, really? And giving me a bro fist and being like, respect. I don't know, it took me 2.5 years, compliments and acceptance from like a cool guy at the gym, and that question to like say with no shame, this is who I am. And it's not that I've been ashamed of being trans, I don't know, I didn't want to be trans before. Like I hated myself so much, I didn't want to be me, and now I'm like, yeah, this is me. And I remember like looking at trans guys and, oh, they look so good and I want to look like it. It's not about the looks, it's just being who you are. And maybe it sounds stupid, I don't know. Okay, I've been talking for 5 hours actually. No, it's just, you know, everything has changed. I don't know, it feels weird to say bye without you seeing me, but maybe I can put a picture of me smiling and waving or something. Is that weird? Or maybe an old video when I say something fun.
Det är bara så mycket jag hatar med mig själv.
Okay. Now I've recorded for 7 hours. Just stop.